and welcome to the Wash Warrior YouTube channel, and here today I'm going to be interviewing the Bilt Hamber Auto Foam. We're going to be going out, testing it, giving it a run for its money, and see if it's any good, so stay tuned. Hey, and welcome to the channel. Now, this is Bilt Hamber's Auto Foam. Now, I'm going to be looking into this Auto Foam here today because they have released it as a premium quality snow foam. Basically, it's a pre-wash treatment, so you foam your car before you actually go and wash it. Hey! Now, it's designed to sit on your car, soak the paddles, soak the bodywork, trying to remove over time some of that harsh dirt, and then when you pressure wash it, most of it should slide off. Now, it doesn't say it cleans all of it, so we can't hold it to that standard, but it does say it's one of the leading brands in its own right. So we're going to take it out here, got a few cars to clean, and we're going to test it with different levels of PIR, which is we're going to take this product out and we're going to clean the car. We're going to clean a few cars with it and see how much dirt we can get off. So we're going to see using its weakest solution ratio, its weakest PIR, and put it through its paces and see how much dirt this can actually get off a car before we have to do a full wash. And let's try it out first on a VW Polo. Right, so I have arrived here at the VW Polo. I'm going to test the Bilt Hamber Snow Foam. Closely at this car. Now, this car has a light amount of dirt. From the wind, from the sun, from other cars. So this is an average amount of dirt a car can have in London. It's quite light. It's actually all the way around. It's the same spattering of dirt on the car. So the plan is to test out Bilt Hamber's Snow Foam, and without using any contact wash, see how much it takes off. Now, I've made the perfect concoction, 5%, 5 to 100 mix solution of Bilt Hamber to water. So we're going to apply it one coat, and we're going to watch it do its work, and then lightly take off the foam with the spray gun. I'm not trying to blast the bodywork too much because I really want to see how much dirt this product can take off. So let's see how we go. Here you can see the majority of the foam has fallen down from the car. These tiny little bits are just obviously creating little ventricles trickling off. So I'd say about 60% of what the cleaning power would have done has already taken place. Now, the biggest parts to bear in mind is this seal along the bottom where thick mud and dirt has congregated. So what I'm going to do now is going to leave it a few more minutes. I mean, I really wanted to leave it for about 10 minutes, but it looks as if the majority of the work has already been done. Now, just by looking at it, it looks like a lot of it's actually come off, which is good. So I'm only going to use a very light power for getting rid of the rest of this. As you can see, it's already starting to dry. And one of the biggest issues with snow foam is when it dries, it leaves its own sediment stuck to the paint anyway, so you want to try to find a good balance of when to wash off the snow foam and leaving it on for as long as possible. So there we go, as light as possible. Let's give that a few more minutes and see what we've got. Even though there's still some water left on here, I can already see that a lot of it has actually got off. I'm saying we've got about 60% of the dirt that was on this car is now gone. The only reason that number is still relatively low, it's not 80 or 90, is you can still see some dirt on the bottom here, which is understandable. I mean, foam can't really carry a twig off your car, can it? I mean things like that are stuck to the paint. It's going to be there for a while unless you blast it off with this. So far, with one quick coat and a light dry off, we've got about 60% of it off. So let's give it a full blast, then we can emulate the average car wash or the average balancer's amount of power riding with it. Right, let's leave that for a little bit longer. I can say that overall, I mean, I'm not including these little bits here, you can see on the footage. I didn't actually apply any on right in that corner, but I did along here. So the foam actually sat more time on the bottom than it did on the surface. So the top panel, I can see about 80%, maybe even 85% of dirt gone from here. This panel, there is still a lot of dirt in here, so it hasn't really made too much of an effect on here. And on the bottom, I can say I say got about half of the dirt off, and right at the bottom, probably about 20%. So overall, you're looking at about 60 to 70% removal of dirt on your car, providing it's nothing aggressive like thick mud. I haven't tried this on thick mud, but you can get the impression of the power of this product at the moment. So overall, for foam itself, without no contact on the paintwork, we've got up to about 70% effectiveness. So that's not too bad in the about 5 years that we've had snow foam out. Right, so let's say you mix this stuff at its strongest PAR, which is 4%, which is 50-50, and you have a 1 litre foam cannon bottle. So that's 500 millilitres of product you will use over your car, let's say, given an example. So with that, you're going to get about 10 cleans with this at the strongest, it's quite exaggerated, but the strongest dilution ratio, which makes it about 2 pounds a clean. So although this product is good, you have to justify whether 2 pounds a clean for a pre-wash is worth it to you. So after I've cleaned this Polo at 2% PIR, I go on to use the most extreme mix, which is 4% PIR, which is about 50-50 mixed solution on these next few vehicles. One thing I found with that is it does make a bigger difference, but only by a margin amount, applying more of this stuff onto the panels. I'm pretty sure I didn't actually clean a car with thick, heavy mud like a Land Rover or something, but I'm pretty sure that dilution ratio is for those bigger cars. So let's conclude. So after cleaning the Polo, I went on and tested the other cars. Now this product has great cleaning qualities. Not only did I see some really stubborn stains remove off the car. Now I'm talking about, you know, that kind of greasy film you get from city roads landing on the car. This can pretty much just swoop right off. This much, you apply water to that, I can see it falling off the car. Where it did struggle, it struggled on, I mean, let's leave aside alloy wheels, because applying this to alloy wheels and then blasting it off, very little difference. So just for paneling, this got about 60 to 70% of the dirt off. And then going on to cleaning the car again, as I said it should, most of the dirt came right off a lot easier. Could I say it helped at all? I can say it did marginally. You still have to provide a contact clean with this. This won't just get rid of the dirt. You still have to apply either a microfiber cloth or a very soft bristle brush on the edges. You still have to use that. So overall, I gave this about 10 out of, no I didn't, I gave it about 7 out of 10, 70% cleaning effectiveness, which I kind of measured it down to. If you had any different results, let me know in the comments below, because I tried this out on about 7 cars, and I got the same result over and over again. Pretty useless on wheels, pretty good on the top half of the car, but running along the rim on the outside, you're going to have to acquire some elbow grease on that. So, ease of use. Now this has to be used in a foam can. I don't recommend putting it in a bucket. I mean, you can do, but if you're going to do that, you might as well just use your normal soap. This is specifically for a foam cannon or a hand pump. The only drawback is it's a light foam, so you're not going to get a thick, heavy foam. It's not designed for that. It's meant to pretty much just slide off the car and take everything with it. I mean, leaving lots of foam on for long periods of time, you can change the dilution ratio and have more foam sticking to the car, but you don't really need it. It's going to have roughly the same effect. Leaving foam on for a longer period of time just means there's more to clean off and more chance of leaving that white residue behind, which a lot of these have. So, providing not creating and generating a big foam, I mean, ease of use, like about 8 out of 10. I think it was generally very easy to use. You do get a lot if that applies to ease of use. Packaging seems to be fine. Applies on just like any other snow foam. You get a lot. It doesn't have that nice film lava as you apply it like other snow foam. It doesn't stick as well. So, you know, that means you have to go over and keep reapplying it to panels over and over and over again. So you end up using a lot more. So that's why I gave it that. So some things to bear in mind with Bilt Hamber snow foam. This won't strip off any wax off your car. So if you waxed your car, this is perfectly safe. I'm pretty sure it's just designed to remove off the first layer that's embedded on top of your or any sealants that you've put on. So if you like my video, like and subscribe and leave a comment. This was my first in-depth look at a product, so any feedback will be most appreciated. And follow us on Instagram as well, where I post more videos and more opinions from in and around London. Take care.